older windows. Flat roof. This next door, as you can see, South Tampa, right off of Howard. For those who are familiar with South Tampa, great area, great location. Curb appeal sucks for this particular unit, but it has a ton of potential. Let's see. My goal is to figure out a couple of things. I want to figure out what the owner's pain points are, what his goals are, because I know he's owned this for quite some time, over 15 years. So I know he's not worried about the financing, or not worried about any debt requirements or any balloons. So really just got to figure out what his pain point is, what his motivation is, and my main goal here is probably really to come at him with, with a potential of owner financing, and if that doesn't work, then see if I can get a price reduction to paying all cash. As you can clearly see that this is unlike Park Plaza, where it's kind of a slam dunk on the renovation side, where most of the work had already been done. These units clearly need, just from the exterior side of things, clearly need work. And I believe this is stucco. So this is all wood behind it, which is another negative. To be quite honest with you, the only positive is because the location of where this property is at. The University of Tampa is right here. Kennedy Boulevard right here. So I'm in the heart of South Tampa, a few blocks from downtown, a core market. So the area is a plus. The building itself is not so much. Like I said, we can figure out what this guy's pain points are, kind of listen to him, let him talk a little bit, and figure out what our strategy is going in. We can kind of come up to a hopefully to a decent acquisition price that we can both agree on. Ideally, what I'm looking for in this particular instance would be some sort of seller financing, just because of all the work that would need to be done. So,
oh, good, it's open. Oh,
washing guys. Do you guys own these?
That's because they wanted the,
you guys own these?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes about $200
Okay.
And I collect myself.
ADP issued them, but remember that
Carlos
we
used to
voided
do
all
this.
the ones from ADP because you once did, because you guys did those.
What? Have you ever been in here?
No, I actually haven't. Just maybe the hallway.
8 on the bottom, and there's 8 on the top.
Okay.
And the way they differentiate is
It's in
the
the
larger
ADP.
units are on the ends.
ADP that
There's
file
8
like
larger
you
units, 4 down, 4 up. By larger, I mean they have a big picture window. They have a bay window, like a San Francisco bay window. You'll see it on the front.
Okay.
On the inside ones, they don't. They have more windows, so it's light. They're light, and we'll show you some of those. But they don't have the bays. The studios. I'm gonna show you the shittiest one first.
Alright.
She's moving out, and she was a total pig.
Yeah, new fire alarm system,
I seen that.
15 grand. Roof is 3 years old. Plumbing is 3 months old. That was 50,000.
60.
60.
He's gonna show them the hot water tanks.
Oh yeah, hot water heaters.
So he upgraded the plumbing.
Plumbing,
The plumbing, the sewer plumbing.
No, and the pipes too.
The pipes, but they drain, and then the pipes under the building.
That's the plumbing.
The main ones, what was never upgraded are the ones that go into the buildings. They were done individually. Some of them were upgraded, but not all of them.
All right.
So the water lines from the, under the house up, but every one of the sewer lines.
The
and
plumbing was
connections
upgraded.
are fixed. Yeah, the plumbing's way up.
The plumbing's upgraded, okay?
Well, I don't wanna be deceptive,
No,
because you'll find
we're
out.
not being deceptive.
The plumbing was
The plumbing's
upgraded. I
upgraded,
got it.
okay?
Oh, Jesus, it's the same as it was days ago. She's not gonna have this place clean. She has one more day, tomorrow, doesn't she?
Hopefully she's not paying for the AC because it's off of our
What's
the electricity.
So this is a studio. There's only 2 of these in the building.
4.
Two studios.
Next door.
2 studios.
Oh.
Everybody else has a wall.
And 12.
And 12. 10. 10. There's 12. Not that at all. No, 10 is okay. Some of these have new floors. This doesn't. We're going to put a new floor and a new kitchen in here now. Okay. Kitchen. Talk to me, Carlos.
Oh, these are white cabinets, why are we gonna change it? I would just change these things.
Change the uppers.
No,
That's true.
change the.
Well, you know the reason.
Handle hardware.
These are ours. I mean,
Yeah, they seem to be okay. This one's a little crooked down here, but I can do some adjustments on it. Yeah, it hasn't been adjusted.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. All of them. I wish you were photoing one that was decent.
No, this is fine. This is fine. I don't need. I prefer not to see the decent ones.
This in here is interesting. I'm going to show it to you because many of the people use it as a home office. The suggestions I've had is to knock this out and make a great big ass kitchen.
Open, yeah.
Right, and it would be a real pretty with all the cabinets are kind of already here. These are 1920s cabinets. They were original building.
How much problems would it be to open this up?
Oh,
Just
nothing.
open
I
it.
don't even think there's electrical in there. Hold on. There's no plumbing because the water, you got the lines up there. You've got
Just
one outlet here. You have an outlet.
Yeah, just a small doorway, right?
Or
yeah.
just an archway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I thought it was a great idea. Now, what you've got is probably lath and plaster.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what you've got inside of this, but oh, this closet goes from there
wow.
over to here. They're huge, and everyone has this except for one of them.
That's what it looks like, yeah, that's what you said.
And most of the time,
Why not open this up?
That's a closet.
It goes all the way through.
well, you still need a closet, so maybe you could open half of it up and keep a closet, or you make that the closet.
Well, see, that's a lot of wasted space, man.
Yeah, but we don't know what's supporting the
Yeah.
you know, we don't know if this is a support column or something like that, so that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but opening
This
up.
age is probably all supported by what? Caulk and
That's what I think.
caulk and paint.
The paint is supported by the paint.
What, the building?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no, this building gets tough. This building gets tough.
No, yeah, just joke around like that, okay? We're not trying to.
Yeah, you'll get it.
What you've got in there have
It's
been.
original hardwood floors, man.
All of them have original hardwood
Yeah?
floors, yeah.
Everyone.
And she
There's-
moved out. What was she paying in rent?
She was paying nothing, like 800, 789.
83 is 789.
789, and we're bumping it to 875, and it should be 899 because it's going to be pretty. Well, no, if you've got an 875, are you getting any calls? Because I want it to flip ASAP. But 899, I said place two ends.
You gonna paint? No, we can't do two ends.
Yeah, but hey,
You gonna paint with this nice paint? You wanna paint that?
it's the ugliest color. I don't want to paint it.
Okay.
I have this color. I guess I mean, it would be ready by Sunday. Because I'm starting Friday. That's for the that's the circuit breaker for my share of the electricity, which is $99 a month, say.
Your common areas.
My common area.
Okay.
No, but the dog is there, right?
No, she's there. She sleeps during the
Oh,
day.
does she?
It's a beautiful unit. She's wonderful. What are you gonna tell her though? I'm not gonna do her too much.
Doesn't matter.
It's a beautiful
inspection. And here, this one?
Yes, she's nasty. She's the one that led the syndicate, and you better tell me if you're here.
The nice one opened up.
We made a mistake, Kyra, go back to bed.
Hi.
Sorry.
Sorry, do you mind if we go look at your kitchen real quick? Under your kitchen, I'm sorry to wake you up. So sorry.
At least we know what one looks like that's well maintained. Thanks.
I just want to check
Oh,
over
yeah, it's a
here.
big difference.
Yeah, I just want to check. Just want to check over here. See, usually we're getting the plumbing issues from over here, and then check that sink.
Oh, this is a big difference.
Oh yeah, this is like a $700 foot. Look, see the cabinets?
They don't film. I wish you had a bush. You had. Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah, see, we redid this whole unit.
Well, she made this one an office. So this is what it looks like with the office.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Oh, it's really nice.
Very South Tampa-ish.
Very.
Very South. Kitchen? Is it? Oh, that's great.
No pipes run through here. Yeah, no, it's just over there.
Perfect. That's all I needed to see.
All right.
Thank
so
you.
much.
I
Sorry
appreciate
about
you. And then our closet's the same as across the hall, right?
that. No, this one is.
Same. This look the same as this one.
No, this is a studio. This is a one bedroom.
Oh, you guys call that a one? All right.
Yeah, all of the one bedrooms look like that. They don't have a door to the bedroom, it's just a wall.
I don't think she's here.
I'm going to ask if she's there. She's very sweet. That's Chelsea. She's so pretty and sweet. She has a little dog. But it looks like she's there because her umbrella's there. She doesn't even lock her door. Dude, she doesn't even lock her door. Chelsea, just say leaks in management or whatever.
Maintenance.
Chelsea?
Hello. Maintenance.
Okay, so flip through
Maintenance.
these are the
Hello?
end units all look kind of like this. This one has not been redone.
She's a dog.
She must be from up
She must not be
down
from
south. Yeah, she's not from here. Leave her door open.
here. Leave the door.
It's South Tampa.
Well, I mean, this building has so it has a camera system too. The whole building is wired.
Yeah, how does that work?
Oh, it looks awesome.
No, I'm talking about leaving your door wide open, though.
Oh,
That ain't gonna help much. You just get to see somebody rob your place. You get to watch. Okay.
but you see, I mean, that flip next door. What was that? It was about a $1,500 flip, $1,200 flip with that floor and paint total.
Probably 1,500.
$1,500, right?
With that floor. With the new
What they
floors.
do?
It's nice next
They
door.
did the floor next door. That number, the one that we just saw.
The one
So they did
where-
the floor.
So how much did that cost that upgrade?
$1,500. It was just a paint.
The floor is $200 plus $200 to install, so it's $400 for.
You getting the pet deposit?
$400
Carlos?
to $500.
Okay.
Pet
Pet fee or
Pet, no, no.
What are you talking about?
Pet fee. The fee that
Oh,
we
pet
get.
fee, yeah.
That's nice.
I always tried to talk Carlos into making it monthly, but he said nobody wants to pay that. And you saw this is that same closet. Oh, it's locked.
Bigger. I mean, these have like 20 square foot. You know, the corner units
Right.
bigger. So that's what for these we're asking $899. And we're getting them. They go pretty big.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Damn, you get a lot in there. I think they're losing some square footage with it. It's nice.
So we're not getting.
No, you said you were showing.
No, it's bigger.
I mean, that's the same as this. It's just, I haven't been into Victor since he painted it. He painted it himself.
And they're all studios in ones, right, Carlos?
Two studios.
Two
Two
studios.
studios, and then the other.
All one bedrooms?
Yep.
Okay.
7, 8, 9.
Carpet is a little musty smelling. Let's go take a look. Let those guys walk real quick so I can talk to you all. So the objective here is to kind of whispering, kind of figure out again what this guy's pain points are, why he wants to sell. It's been listed a few times with some other brokers, hasn't moved. So, you know, like I said, I'll wait to get in the car and shoot another video and talk to you guys a little bit more in private. But my main goal is to kind of find out, you know, really what this guy's motivation is, and to see if we can get in with some seller financing. So we'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But interesting project. We'll talk more about it later. Let's go look at some more units. You know, this is all a concern. Truth be told, I feel like this place is being held up by paint and caulk. But you know, it's been here for a while, and then it's gonna be here. It's probably gonna continue to be here for a long time, long after I'm gone. Looks like a lot of bartenders, a lot of college students is the demographics. So the key is to find out if there's still some room in the rents. Come on.
See this four-wheel drive. This is one bedroom.
Do we know these? Yeah, I know that. They must go to the school.
No, he's a bartender. I don't know what she does.
So we got a lot of. So is that what a lot of the demographic is? The bartenders and
Down
and
here,
the students.
they're in that industry, restaurants. Well, there's a lot of
Service industry.
service industry. Yeah, there are a lot of UT students too.
Some, but lots of service, you're
Right,
right.
a lot of service. Yeah.
And then some tech folk too. Like I think that number 15 is a tech, 14 is a tech guy. If he works well.
Everybody's under 35 here. This is nice. I like this one. We have it going on here. Not too complicated.
You all have that archway on this end? This is an archway door, which is different than the internal ones.
I don't remember.
I don't either. Did she have, I don't remember what Chelsea had downstairs.
No, I don't think it's large.
But I've done another arch. I think number 1 is an arch too. Because I did that unit a little bit. I mean, I didn't change the kitchen to one.
Let's go.
So you said you got the hole. Would you do that at some point, or are you leaving again?
Yeah, I'm leaving right now. I'll be back in about 30
You leaving right now? Is anybody else in there? We need to go in there real quick. I gotta check something in that kitchen. You let her know?
Yeah. What do you guys need to check in the kitchen?
Go check it for leaks.
You already checked for me, because now we...
I know, but I gotta check it.
Okay. Yeah, they need to check the kitchen for a leak real quick. They need to check the kitchen for a leak.
Yeah.
You planning on taking this stuff out?
That guy was a complete mess. If I bought the building tomorrow, he'd be the first to go. Do you need to see them?
Yeah, I wanted to speak with Joe.
He's right up above your head. If you just right up those steps right there. Yes, ma'am. All right, so I have in my hand here a current rent roll Let me get out of this sun so I can see you guys. I can see myself. So, as you can see, this is South Tampa property, 2-story, wood frame. You know, it's old. You know, the good news is, let's talk good before we talk bad. The good news is he's done a lot of electrical work, a lot of upgrades on the electrical side, a lot of upgrades on the plumbing side. Personally, even though it's my boy Carlos, I think the management side of things could be, you know, they could be doing a lot better tenant selection wise. I think there's opportunity to get in here and make a value add play, increase the rents. The curb appeal is really negative, non-existent, which is good for me because I think that's a huge opportunity to come in here and really add a lot to the curb appeal. And you know, kind of rehab or do a tenant with a, you know, there's 2 types of rehabs that you can do. There's a physical rehab to the property, and then, you know, a tenant rehab. I would definitely suggest a tenant rehab as well as some minor upgrades. I do not really feel like they're playing to the potential of this building as far as remodeling is concerned. The way they're remodeling the units, the fixtures they're using, you know, it's just there's a lot to be, you know, I think there's a lot of potential left, and I think there's probably somewhere in the ballpark of $55 to $85 a month that they're leaving on the table as is, with just some minor changes. Probably about $600 to $700 worth of upgrades as far as the units are concerned. You know, about like what we did at Park Plaza for those you know that watch these videos. So I don't think there's a lot. I think there's some potential. How much, I don't know, and that's, you know, of course I'll have to go in and underwrite, and I kind of will probably show you guys that process tomorrow. But you know how I go into my model and put all these numbers into my model and start underwriting and looking at what it would cost to rehab these units, and then ideally what the demand is. And we know this is South Tampa, so I know there's demand. I just need to kind of figure out where the rent ceiling is on this product, and see, you know, if I put in the Bryan Chavis touch, how much could I push these rents? What could I do with this property? How far can I really push it before you know you're gonna sit on a few vacancies? You know, right now I don't think they have to really worry about vacancies as is. But again, like I said, I still think there's a little bit to be left on the table. Also, a concern would be the property taxes. That's why I really would like to speak to this guy about owner financing and the possibility of not triggering any kind of really major sale, because if we were to trigger that sale, you know, now I have to look at the property taxes, so everything is going to go up from there. So that's a negative. So, you know, as we run this and underwrite it, you know, I'm just kind of doing a BOE right now, back of an envelope projection. But for the most part, you know, we'd have to kind of dig a little deeper, and I will, and I'll walk you through that process. Probably may talk about this tomorrow at the multifamily meetup that I do every month. If you want that information, I'll make sure I post it at the end of this video, but it's tomorrow. I'll be putting a lot of deals up on the screen and showing you guys how I walk through them, how I underwrite them, what the process is between myself, my junior underwriter, and my senior underwriter, and you know, how we put together the funds to go out here and take down these type of projects. So hopefully I see you tomorrow at the Buy It, Rent It, Profit multifamily meetup. But I probably will shoot another video that's kind of, you know, let me speak to this guy and kind of really figure out what his pain points are and what his focus is and what his main goal is with this project. And then I can develop some sort of strategy, and then we'll go from there. So I'll talk to you guys about that strategy after I speak to him. Of course, I probably won't film that. So I'll touch base with you guys afterwards. If you have any questions, please feel free to write down here in the comments. And I look forward to speaking to you guys soon. Take care, be blessed, and see you tomorrow as well. Multifamily meetup.